Hello there everyone, Coolnickyd here, welcome back to another video. Today I am here with another kind of rumor video, but not really a rumor video. It's like these new guru Q&As that Sim Guru Grant is starting to do on Twitter again. So recently, in the past couple of days, he's been talking a lot about Sims with disabilities. So I wanted to make this a couple of days ago, but he has recently added on to what he's tweeted about this. So basically, people have been tweeting him questions, different things. He's been being very vague, but one of the things I kind of mentioned it last week that he was talking about, like Island Paradise, that he didn't say it wasn't gonna be a thing. Same thing's happening with disabilities. He keeps not saying yes, we're gonna do it, but he doesn't keep saying no. He says like, we want to do it. You know, it's not like we are working on it currently. We'll just read. I mean, it kind of is. They're working on it currently. So, Maxis and the Sims team have confirmed they are actively looking into adding disabilities to The Sims 4. In a series of tweets released by Sim Guru Grant over the last month, he states that they have spoken to fellow Simmers who use wheelchairs, and others who are deaf or hard of hearing. Grant also sought input into what would help solve design challenges. Alright. What happened to the ideas of wheelchairs being added? Still something we'd like to add at some point. Let's say you did add wheelchairs. Would it only be for elders or for all Sims? I would want to have wheelchairs to reflect the stories of differently abled people, but it could also work with elders and others. I think my point was missed though. You guys have a large customer base consisting of people with disabilities who would love to see that addressed in the game. I know the challenge is real, but I have confidence that you can do it. Plus, I'm willing to help. It's a huge opportunity I want us to solve. Which is true. I think it'd be super cool. It definitely adds to the gameplay. It adds, you know, you can be more creative with your Sims. I think a lot of The Sims 4 is being very inclusive because of all the different skin tones that they offer. I know it's not like a slider or it's not a color palette anymore, but like they've been really doing a lot of things to add to be very inclusive. The different kinds of hair, everything, very inclusive. So I think doing this with disabilities is not trying to mock them or make fun of them in any way, but is to really try and support them and include everybody and make the Sims community like a true community where everybody is represented and involved. We haven't been able to make any real progress on it, but I was talking to some Simmers who use wheelchairs a month or so ago, and they've helped us solve some design challenges. It'd be very cool to do. Yes, that is cool. Moment of truth. When we talk to different folks and do research, everyone has different terms. Disabled, handicapped, differently abled. I'm trying to tread carefully and respectfully. I apologize right now if I said something wrong. This affects my family as well. So I think he's just apologizing to someone who might have been offended to what he said. Key to delivering this feature is interacting with Simmers who are actually disabled to guide us, tell us what works and what doesn't. I've already started talking to folks to learn about it. We have ideas on how to do Simlish sign language. It would possibly be a dab of ASL to abstract a lot of different socials. So ASL is American Sign Language. I think this is very cool. I never thought of that because, you know, everybody always thinks of the Sims and they immediately go to but like, not everybody in life is able to speak. Not everybody in life is able to hear. So having someone hard of hearing or deaf, I think that'd be really cool to have in the game. Very different. And all of these things, I would hope would be free updates. Hope they would. I think it'd be a little bit weird and kind of different to ask people like, hey, you have to pay to make your Sims disabled. I think that's a little bit interesting because I feel like being disabled, that's something a lot of people are born with, and I think that's just like a fact of life. Just like you didn't have to pay we didn't have to pay to get toddlers in the game because being a toddler is part of life. Being disabled or having a disability is part of life. You never know, like you could have something in the future, I could have something in the future. So yeah, I think this is a really cool idea, very inclusive. I personally really like this. I do. Same with the idea of deaf Sims, which is something we're investigating. We're talking to Simmers who are deaf, hard of hearing, etc., so they can help guide us. Thanks for speaking up. I really appreciate it. I heard correctly, disabilities are being considered for a future update. That is awesome. Would they be something that a Sim is born with? Yes and unsure. So a future update. So basically, he just pretty much confirmed what I just said. If I kept reading for one more minute, I would have answered my own question. Something a Sim is born with, it's a possibility, something a Sim can develop. I just hope that they do it in the right manner, which is, I guess, what all of this research is talking about, because I think it would just be wrong to, like, go into the jungle, get bit by a spider, and be like, oh, your Sim is deaf. I don't think that's the right way to go about it at all. I think that this is, you know, just something I don't know if they get into an accident or something, and they're like handicapped and they can't walk properly. I don't know. There's definitely a lot of things that they have to research. So this is not something that I'm gonna be like, The Sims 4 has to do this. They need to do it, because this is a very obviously a touchy subject for a lot of people, and you want to make something like this such an aspect of life, especially like a sensitive aspect of real life. You want to make this right. I agree. I don't see how you could pay to add disabilities to the game. We would not charge for this. Okay, good. I literally could have just kept reading. Okay, let's now keep reading. We're actively pondering this. As a disabled simmer, you have no idea how much I want this to be a thing. Give us a little time. It's important. Definitely, it is 100% important. If the Sims team properly executes this addition of disabilities to the game, it would be a first for the series. It remains to be seen whether or not these ideas reach development. So yeah, I think that they should reach development. I think that eventually they will reach development. As you guys know, in one of my last videos, I kind of showed that they are starting work on The Sims 5, or the next installment of the game. If this didn't come in this game, maybe they can include it in the base game for that one. However, there's 3 years left of The Sims 4. The Sims team has said it themselves. There are 3 years left of The Sims 4. They have plenty of time. I mean, what we think is plenty of time to add this as a feature, and I think that it would be a really cool feature to add. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know in the comments down below if you think that this would be a really cool addition. Personally, I would love it. I would love, especially like American Sign Language or similar sign language. I think that'd be like really cool to have in the game. I think that's very interesting. It's something I hadn't thought about. That is it. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you like to go, I'll see you guys. I'll see you guys all again next time. Goodbye. Thank you for watching.